welcome to Rose Opal Knits, our knitting and other crafts podcast.
I'm Daphne. Oh, this is episode 45, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Ericka, and she's my daughter-in-law, and I'm her mother-in-law. So, hey, welcome back, everybody. We are so happy that you are here and you're part of this community. We love getting to know you guys through the comments, and if you're new, we hope you stick around and you like what you see and you consider subscribing. Let's see, should we go right into the crafty content, or should we talk about the cow?
We can talk about that when we go into sweaters.
Okay.
Because that's all my sweaters are.
All right, that's fine with me. All right then.
How many finished objects do you have, though?
I have one knitting finished object and one cross-stitch finished object.
Here, I'll do mine first, though.
Okay.
Because we have one that's similar. Anyways, so these are Mason's little socks. They are Magic Heel socks by Autumn Acorn.
Mm-hmm.
And the yarn is Willow Tree yarn in the Seafair colorway. So they're done. And he's worn them already, but he wears them backwards. So he wears the heel up on the top of his foot and the top of his sock on the bottom of his foot. So that's how he does it, but whatever. He's two. What are you going to do?
So how many stitches?
It's 56 stitches that I casted on. It's a 10 1x1 rib. 10 rows of 1x1 rib is what it is. And then I think like 12 rows of vanilla, then the heel, and then 20 rows, and then the rounded toe that I stopped at 16 stitches.
Eight
on each needle.
And when you catch your
Yes.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So, and I had one done, and I was just started. So I think I was like 2 rows into the ribbing on the second one. But he's already worn them. So they're a little dirty, but it's okay.
Okay. So I have a finished pair of Magic Heel socks. Yay! Finally! I knit these for my almost a 5-year-old daughter. She has a birthday in October. And this one was, the last time I showed them, this one was finished. And this one was up here. So I completed the sock. Now for this sock for my daughter, she has wide block feet and she doesn't like things too tight on her feet. I used a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle, which isn't my normal when I knit socks. Usually in fingering weight I use a 2.5 millimeter needle.
That's what Mason's was.
But I cast on 64 stitches, which is what I would cast on for myself. And I knit 12 rounds for her cuff. And then I went right into the Magic Heel pattern and then knit it for, I don't know, 4 inches.
I think that's what the pattern calls for. Like
Okay.
4 inches, roughly. I knit mine 2 patterns. Well,
Mine might be 5 inches. I might have knitted a little bit longer.
Here, let me see one. Yeah, yours is a little bit longer. I knit my heel 2 pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think it is 4 inches is what it's supposed to be.
Okay, yeah. So I knit about 5 inches, and then I knit, I think it was 28 rounds of stockinette for the foot before I put in a rounded toe, which this specific rounded toe that I followed is the umbrella toe by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. So that's what it looks like there. And I didn't even tell her I finished them because I figured she'd want to wear them and then might lose one or something. Who knows? But they are complete. Oh, and the yarn that I used is, here it is, Queen City yarn on the Noda sock. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon in the colorway Doodle, and this was a 50-gram skein. And I have 2 little tiny minis left. So that's that. And you want to talk about your socks?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
got a pair of socks. These ones are for my dad. So, oh man, I did not choose a good progress keeper. Anyway, so I was there last time I showed them. So I finished the first one and knit the second one. I still need to weave in the ends for this one though. But they're both done. And the yarn, there's 3 different yarns actually. So in the cuffs, it's Coopsnit Soxia. I always forget what the order is. So the green in here is Coopsnit Soxia in the Adventurine. Something like that. But Aventurine, and then there's a gray in the body, and that is Chalcedonia?
Chalcedony, I think.
Something like that. I forgot. Wait, I have the tag. Hold on. I have them in here. But anyways, I don't have the main color that I used.
Because
So,
you used it all, right?
yes, I used all of it. Well, I have another 50-gram ball downstairs, but
all.
I didn't grab it. But anyways, so this is the green, and then this is the gray that I used.
That's Adventurine, and then that's Chalcedony, or something like that.
Here's the tag. For the gray one. I don't have the green tag anymore. Yeah, Chalcedony.
I don't know if it's gonna focus,
But so those are those colors, and then the other one I don't have the tag for, but it's like Lolo Bean.
Yeah,
I think that's
so.
it. So all through it, it's fingering held double to make DK. So all throughout it, so like the speckling that you see is Lolo Bean Rubius Hagrid yarn, and I have another 50-gram ball downstairs. So they're for my dad. So I cast on 56 stitches. And I used a US 3. I don't remember the millimeters for that. And it's just a vanilla sock with a 2x2 rib for 12 rounds probably, a heel flap and gusset, and then a wedge toe. So that's it. And I used all of the 150-gram ball for this.
For the body of the sock?
Yes, for the body, like all of it. Because I mean... It's okay. I was hoping I didn't have to break into the second ball because I wanted to use it still. So, they're done. Love my last finished object.
Alright, so this is my cross stitch finish. It's just a little finish. So here it is. And will you hold it?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out where to put my bag.
Oh. Alright, so this pattern is called the Poinsettia and Pine Peacock by Kathleen Berlew, and it is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine Ornaments 2020. I started it on November 7th of 2020 and I just finished it on September 22nd of 2021. I may have already popped in a picture of what it looked like the last time I showed it. It was almost finished the last time I showed it. But I can see right here, this little round medallion thingy was in the wrong spot. And I noticed it in the video. So when I pulled it out, I had to pull that out and re-stitch it. And then I had a couple of little colors to add into the yellow sections. And then I had these feathery things to add, and that was it. And then it's complete. And I had said last time I showed it that I was thinking about putting other ornaments on the same piece of fabric and making it like a holiday sampler type thing. I'm still thinking about that. I'm not sure. I might just make that like a little ornament or flat fold or something. And I do use multiple needles for each of my projects usually. So I will tell you a little bit about I used all DMC. And here are the colors. Right here. I did not use the call forward colors. I switched all the colors out. And here they are. And I'm not going to tell you each individual DMC. All of our notes will be in the description box below, so you can find those down there. But, so yeah, I'm happy that it's finished. And there's that. So now we'll go into our works in progress. Should I go first?
Yeah, I only have 2 more.
Okay. So I also worked on another cross stitch. Oh, I should have said that. The last time that I showed this peacock was in December of 2020. So it just stayed untouched for a long time. And this one, will you hold that for me? Daphne's tired.
Gosh.
Did it blow out?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay. So this is the pick of the patch by Belinda Karls-Nace of Blue Ribbon Designs, and it's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, the October 2020 issue. And I started it on October 21st of 2020. I am using 36 count R&R Liberty Gathering Gray. Yeah, Liberty Gathering Gray. And I'm only using 3 of the call for colors. I'm using Weeks Dye Works Carrot, and then DMC 829 and DMC 310. And then I've switched out all the other colors. And the last time I showed this was on February 15th in episode 29. And I'll have probably popped a picture in already of what it looked like the last time I showed it. But there it is. And I'm enjoying stitching on it again, and I hope to finish it soon. So, 2 reasons why I'm back to cross stitch after a break. I decided that the reason why I wasn't picking up my cross stitch was because I was not loving stitching on the dark fabrics that I had started in May. If you've been watching us for a while, you'll know that I was stitching a Dimensions kit, which I do intend to finish. I just don't feel like picking it up right now.
Is that the mason jar one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's so pretty though. I want to finish it.
I like
And
that
then
one
I had
lot.
a B1 that's, I think it's a hands-on design. I'll probably finish that one too. I just really don't want to work on them, and I think I need to see the eye doctor and maybe get bifocals. I'm not sure, but I don't know if that'll help. Someone suggested getting a white towel and laying it out, under me while I'm stitching, or under the fabric while I'm stitching, and I haven't tried that yet, but
You could always put a light behind it.
yeah, that's true too.
That might be easier than like a towel too.
Mm-hmm. But I don't need anything extra to stitch on the lighter fabrics. So that's why I pulled them back out, and now I'm working on finishing these. But let me show you my glosses for that. I also pulled out my cross stitch because I've had a lot of time to sit on, to sit down this week because I broke my toe Saturday night. So I'm not doing a whole lot of walking because it hurts a lot. But anyway, here are my flosses that I'm using.
I keep thinking, oh, that looks like Christmas, and then, oh, that looks like Halloween. Well, duh.
Yeah.
Like...
So, but I'm excited to get back to my cross stitch, and I have like plans. I already bought fabric to restart one of the ones that I started on black.
You know why it's blowing out some? Probably.
Why? Oh, we didn't turn on that light.
I just looked over and noticed it wasn't on.
Oh, should we turn it on?
Probably.
All right, hold on a second.
Where does the... I just looked over and I was like, why is it not on? Like...
Okay, so we're back. Hey. All right, so that's a cross stitch whip. I should show more, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have sweaters for our make along, so I don't want to talk about it until we're like going into the sweaters.
Okay.
So
I'll show. I have a new knitting cast on, which I've talked about this briefly, I think. So I am knitting a sock head hat for my father when he was visiting last year, Was it last year or was it this spring? It was this spring.
It was probably this spring because Mason was wearing his hat.
Yeah, he didn't visit last year because of COVID. So
yeah.
So he saw Mason's hat and he said he would wear one if he had one like it. So I went to Willow Tree Yarn and ordered myself a skein of the Seafarer colorway, and with the intentions to knit him a hat. So this is Willow Tree Yarn, the Seafarer colorway, and it's this on a 75-25 superwash merino nylon base, and it's gorgeous. I have it here in my cherry pie cottage bag. Look at how good that looks together. Doesn't that look fantastic?
Mason's matches his bag too.
Yeah.
It's white and the narwhals. It's really cute.
And so I casted it on, and I just knit like, I don't know, 4 or 5 rounds of ribbing. So, but it started.
Here, hold on. I want to see
That's
it.
what matters.
Just the knitting. I haven't seen it yet. It's starting to do what Mason's did a little bit. So it might. Mason's spiraled all the way up with the colors. So, I mean, same yarn. And I wish I had his hat now. But it did. It just spiraled all the way up. I'm sure you guys have seen it. If you've been here,
Yeah.
it's been shown a lot. Mason loves his hat. So. But anyway, and it's up really pretty though.
Yep. So I should have, enough left over to knit myself a pair of socks with it or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I love this. This color makes me so happy.
I have plenty of it left over too, so if you don't have enough for socks, there's a lot more downstairs.
But Mason wants a second pair of socks, doesn't he?
You said that. Because he immediately put them on, and you're like, you better say another pair. Okay, he loves his hat. He loves the yarn, I guess. I don't know, man. He loves it. He's so happy about it. It's okay.
All right, so I'll show this, and then the rest I have is sweaters too. So
I'll probably just save the yarn in case he ruins his hat or loses his hat or loses a sock or something.
Yeah. So this is in my Molly Klein Designs bag. I think this was the first project bag, like fancy project bag I ever purchased for myself. Okay, so here's my scarf, and it's not finished yet, but I was wearing it like it was finished. This is the Ericka scarf, and I forget who it's by. Oh, sorry, Daphne. I almost took your eye out. This is the Ericka scarf, and I was here the last time I showed it. So I've knit this much. And the last time I showed it, I said I was going to have it done. I think it was by September 23rd, because I think I casted it on September 23rd in like 2018 or 2019, a while ago. And so it didn't quite. Here, you want to hold it? Okay.
You look like you were struggling.
Yeah. So it's not finished yet, but it will be finished. It will be finished soon, is my plan. And this is what I have left. It's like 34 grams. And then I have a little tiny ball because there was a knot, and this is 8 grams. So I have less than half. I had 2 balls of this Plymouth yarn alpaca Prima. So I had 2. It's 100% alpaca, and it just has a color number 1130.
Have you worn alpaca?
Yes, I have another alpaca scarf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is it not going to bother you?
You know, alpaca doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but that's it. And I am using a US 4 or 5. Let me check. And this is my Chalgu needles.
Oh no, Theo.
Yeah, US 5, which is a, look, 3.75 millimeter. Oh. Do you want to go get them?
No, he's okay.
You sure?
Robin's got him. There's
Okay.
passies on the counter.
All right.
Give him one.
Okay. All right. So, should I talk about my Decoteaux?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I worked quite a bit on my Decoteaux because I'm making myself knit at least 3 rounds on it every day, and most days it only gets 3 rounds. But
at this point, I'd be like, I need it done.
yeah, I have been feeling that way. So I tried it on this morning.
You dropped your yarn.
That's all right. But so here's my Decoteaux. And This is where I was the last time I showed it. This is a Progress Keeper by Tracy of Grizzly Knits. So pretty. And so I did quite a bit. And according to the pattern, I have 3.5 inches left to knit on the body of the sweater before I do some split and some hem work or something. So not too much further. And then I just have the sleeves to finish up. And they're supposed to be, I don't think there's a whole lot, according to the pattern, I don't think there's a whole lot to do for the sleeves. But I might make the sleeves a little longer if I have enough yarn. This is just an old bag from AC Moore. And I'm using Barocco Remix Light in color number 6984. But I still have, I don't know, like a third of a ball and a whole ball left, so I might be able to knit long sleeves if I want. I don't know. But there's that. I talked about this in length last episode, and because I made some modifications, and I can talk about it again, you know, when it's finished, and I'll discuss how I modified it. But it's coming along. It should be done soon. All right, now we should talk about our cowl.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I'll just explain it real quick. But anyway, so it's the holiday sweater cowl. So it runs from September 2nd to January 2nd. And it could be any holiday themed within, like, okay, so if it's a holiday sweater, any holiday, if you knit it in that range, it counts. If you plan on gifting it to someone, it counts. If you plan on wearing it, it counts. If you knit it in this range, it counts. Cardigans, pullovers, and tees. No vests, no tank tops, basically. Is it?
Yeah, but and it has to be started on or after September 2nd. So no whips
at all. But yeah. So.
And you can join us in our Facebook group, which is the Rose Opal Knits Facebook group, or on Instagram using the hashtag ROK Holiday Sweater Mal, or is it cow? Mal? It'll be on the screen. 2021.
Yeah.
But
okay, so I'm gonna start with the other one actually. I'm gonna start with mine in Stitching Plaza bag. So, but this one is the Alaska sweater by Camille something, I think.
Yes, it'll be on the screen and down below.
Oh no! Hold on.
You dropped stitches.
Just one.
Oh, okay.
But it's like the stitch I was on. So, but anyways, so here it is so far. And I had the brilliant idea to choose 2 white sweaters to knit for this Mal. For myself, I have 3 little kids. But anyway, so this is the yarn, and it is Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK. This is ivory, and then the tree line at the bottom is going to be in cedar, but I'm not even there yet. So I did split for the sleeves, and I'm where this little tree is. So that's where it was. So I only had to do like 4 or 5 more rows of the raglan, and then I split, and I'm working on my body now. So I have a couple inches, and then I do the trees. So, and you go back to pick up for a collar later. So, but that's it so far. And I'm on, I don't know what I'm on. They're over here. I think it's a US 7. Yeah, US 7 4.5 millimeter. So, and I think I'm making the 3rd size. I think. I could be wrong, but I do think it is the 3rd. But yeah, that's my sweater so far.
All right. So this is another Molly Klein design bag. And I am knitting the Sigridor. I'm sorry. I'm pronouncing that wrong. The pattern is in this book. And that is what the sweater looks like. Now Now I am modifying it because the color work in this sweater I think is 5 different colors and I only have 3 different colors. So I'm following the color work as charted. I'm just swapping colors out. So, oh, I didn't put a marker. Oh, that stinks.
Do you need one?
No, it's okay. Because I don't know exactly where to put it anyway.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that the last time I showed it, I had just attached the white. So I was up around here somewhere. And that's how much I've done. And of course, you know, oh, sorry.
They're dangerous with their needles.
They're getting longer. I have it on a long enough cable though that I can show you it. And circle. And if you want to see those, there are my floats.
I'm just gonna knit a colorwork sweater and wear it inside out.
I think there are a couple patterns written to show the floats.
They're so pretty. Well, if you do them right, they're pretty. Okay.
But in this section here, I decided to do 3 colors, or carry 3 colors around, so you can see that the red, the green, and the white are, you know, going across. So that was a little bit more. Excuse me, I feel like I got fuzz in my mouth. A little bit more. It was slower with 3 colors, but it wasn't bad at all. This is the back where the short rows are. So I'm enjoying it a lot. And I am currently knitting the color work on a US 8, which is, I'm not even sure what it is. It's a 5mm needle. The body of the sweater is knit in a US 7. And I think the neck and like the cuff and the hem are one below that US 6. So, and I am using Berlew Ultra Wool DK. Colorway Pine. I think this is ivory. I always forget. Cream.
Was it snow?
I thought it was snow, but I don't think I was right.
Maybe it is ivory. It's some white color.
And then sour cherry are the 3 colors. So that sweater is for me, and it's for Christmas.
Oh, the Alaska sweater is for Thanksgiving. I didn't say that, but it is for Thanksgiving. And then, oops, I got a crochet hook in here. This next one is Holden's, and it's in the bag I made. That's not super great, but it's okay. And this is the So Basic by Maxim CYR. It's in some order. It is CYR, but that might not be the right order. But so this is it. And yeah, I was where this tree is. It is a tree. But so, and I need to just split. So I'm at the arm. I just need to split it. I have it. But so I was knitting the extra large, but then I did a gauge. We don't have to hold this up. Oh. I did a gauge swatch. We will in a minute.
I'll hold it.
Anyway, so I did a gauge swatch on a US 6, which was like 3 needle sizes bigger than the pattern calls for. Maybe only 2. But anyway, so I was real far off still. So then I was like, I don't want to do another gauge swatch because then I'd have to wait for it to dry and all that. So I just went with the US 8. And my gauge is slightly bigger than it calls for. And it's going to wash and grow a little bit because the yarn's
super wash.
Yeah, it's Berlew Ultra Wool Fine.
So it's the fingering version of the DK weight
and
yarn
it's in stone wash. But anyways, so I was almost done with the increases. So I was like, here, try it on. Gave it to Holden. And it was long enough to split for the sleeves. So I don't want it to be oversized for him. And I don't want to run out of yarn. Because I could only buy 5 balls. And I probably should have gotten 6, but they didn't have 6. And they're discontinuing it in our local yarn store. So I counted my stitches and everything. And I had the right amount to split now for the large size. But I had to... So the body is the size of a large, but the arms are going to be the size of a medium, basically. Because the stitches were just placed differently. Because I was knitting the extra large.
Well, it's the stitch count of the medium sleeves and the stitch count of the large body. However, it's being knit at a looser gauge than the pattern calls for, so it's actually probably going to work out to the extra large size. Yeah.
Basically, I'm using different numbers to knit the extra large size. So, but yeah. So so it's just the body is just stockinette, and the sleeves are rib. So that's the sleeve. It looks so big. Just holding up the sleeves like. But yeah, so that's his sweater. This is what I mainly knit on. If you guys can't tell.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah. So I lost my knitting mojo the second week in between our podcasts. So the sweaters I knit the first week. Like, I got to splitting the sleeves, and then I was like, let me finish Mason's sock. And then I was like, oh, my dad's birthday is coming up. Let me finish his sock. I did not want to knit that sock at all. Like, I don't know. It was something about probably the fact that I was fingering held double on a US 3 on a 9-inch circular, and it had 56 stitches, and it just felt really cramped, and I didn't want to knit it.
You're used to knitting 48 stitches on the 9-inch circular. Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it. I did not want to knit it, so I basically took all week just to knit that sock.
Yeah. I suggested she do magic loop, and she was like,
I would end up with a ladder.
Oh, really? You end up with
I
ladders?
think
with
so.
magic?
Did I not?
I don't.
I might not
I
have.
don't know.
I might not have. I only tried it once. It wasn't my favorite.
So I have a new cast on in this bag that I was calling my design bag, but I'm not designing anything right now, so I'm using it for a project. And it is a new sweater for me. And I'm calling it my Thanksgiving sweater because I hope to have it finished by Thanksgiving. Daphne's making a face.
I don't even know what it is. I haven't seen it. I don't know what she casted on.
So our September extra video came out last week, and it was my stash video, and I also discussed my sweater quantities, and one of my sweater quantities was for Joji Locatelli's cedar sweater using the Prairie Spun DK, and I had like 5 different colors, and I'm gonna make it striped, and I am super excited about it. Now, so I cast it on, and for this sweater I'm using my knit picks. So instead of Chow Goo. And I'm really enjoying them actually. Even though I love my Chow Goo, but I don't know. I like wood and the way it sounds. So I've cast it on the collar, and I'm almost, I knit my hair into it. Oh my goodness. So I'm almost finished with the collar. And so the main body of the sweater is going to be this green, which is cypress sleeves is what it's called. Cypress sleeves. I have 2 balls of the cypress sleeves and then 1 of each of the other colors. And they will be listed below. I'm not going to go over each color in this video, but I did show them in the stash video if you saw that. But here is a black and white picture of the sweater because I don't have color ink in my printer. But there it is. So it's a stripy sweater anyway, and it does have lace in the wide stripes, but I am not doing the lace. They're just going to be stockinette wide stripes. And so each one of those wide stripes is going to be a different color, and then the skinny stripes will be that color with the green, and then it'll be a wide stripe, and then it'll be the green skinny stripe with the next wide stripe color, in skinny stripes. Anyway, you'll see it as it develops. But I cast it on for the extra large because the sweater calls for 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, and the large size sweater was a 42 3/4 inch circumference around the chest, and then the next size up, the extra large, is a 49 1/4 inch. So that's more than 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. For my bust size, which measures 44 inches, it's not much though, right? It's only like 5 1/4 inches.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't want to knit the 42 because I didn't want it to be snug. I mean, I like a fitted top, but I don't like it fitted. So hopefully it won't be too baggy because I've said this before, I don't like the top of my shirts and sweaters to be too baggy. But yeah, now I bought another skein of this Prairie Fun DK in a color that I don't have because I love all the colors, but there was one color that I kept looking at and I'm like, that one color is throwing me off. Like I love it, the color by itself, but I'm not sure I'd love it as a stripe, and since I want to love the sweater and get a lot of use out of the sweater, I decided to buy another sweater, another color. It's not here yet, but I was feeling sorry for myself because I broke my toe Saturday, and then I hit my toe on Tuesday, and all the progress I had made from Saturday was kind of just gone. So Tuesday night, I was like, I need to buy myself something, make myself feel better. So I bought some yarn and some cross stitch fabric, and then I felt better. Not really, but so that's that. That's all I have.
I bought more yarn.
Yeah. So this
Even
is
though
our
I said
purchases
going
section. Yeah, this is our purchases section. So.
Okay. Well, okay, everything was very intentional though too that I bought. So I'll talk about those ones in a minute. But anyways, so hold on. Anyway, so I bought some Knit Picks yarn. It is Mighty Stitch, which is a worsted yarn. So these are the 3 colors that I got. And so I'm going to make the Montrealer for my cousin, the one that I made the Fisherman's Rib cardigan for. But anyways, so these are the colors he chose. And pink and green are actually his favorite colors. So the main color is going to be this color, which is, it's ash. And then, so he also wants it striped how I striped my second Kwanzaa that I just finished.
So he wants the whole thing striped, not just...
He doesn't want it striped like how the Montrealer is actually striped.
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
going to start it because it's not going to, because it's a raglan instead of a circular yoke, how the Kwanzaa is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to knit it. Well, I'm not going to knit the actual sweater, I don't think. I think I'm going to knit like a smaller version of a raglan with the colors with the stripe so he could see it. You know what I mean? So I don't have to put in all that work.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Rip it
I was
out.
like, what are you saying? You're just going to knit like a small, like sample of what the stripes will do in that raglan.
Yeah,
because
to
they will
show him
kind
it.
of do they won't circle.
Yeah. So I don't want to make it and him not like it. But anyway.
But he wants a more all over stripe, not, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he wants them wider striped than the Montrealer too. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so the pink is bubblegum and the green is alfalfa.
Mm-hmm. And then this is the main color.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is main color. This is the first contrast color. This is the second. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
I have never used that yarn. It's very soft. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool.
Yeah.
Superwash wool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the same as Alliance brand Woolies, but Alliance brand doesn't have as many colors. And he told me specifically, he's like, I want Victoria's Secret pink. And this is a little bit brighter in my opinion.
I was going to say it is brighter.
It is, but he's like, that's exactly what I wanted. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So these are his colors.
I hope his monitor was working.
It was on his phone.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm assuming it was. So I have those. And then, hold on, I gotta grab more. Anyways, so then,
I never even saw this yarn.
Oh yeah, well, there's one more downstairs, but that was already caked up. But anyways, so the little animal book that you bought, I don't remember what it's called.
I don't either.
Anyway, so this animal book.
I'll put the name across the screen.
So I decided I was going to knit Mason, Paisley, and Theo all one of the animals out of the book. And then my niece, one of them also. Because I was like, why wouldn't, like, she needs one too. Because they're so cute. But anyways, so Mason chose a squirrel. So this is his color. It is ginger. I was reading this, which is not the right language.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so it is Craftsmart, which is Michael's brand, actually.
Oh.
So this is in ginger for a squirrel for Mason. And then he chose biscuit, maybe, is the colorway for Paisley for a bunny. That one's the one in the cake that I didn't grab.
Mm-hmm.
And then this gray, which is just light gray, for a kitten for my niece. And then... I'm so confused. That way. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, this is mushroom for the ram that I really wanted to knit. This is going to be for Theo. And then I bought a white for, like, the contrasts and everything. So, for Christmas, I'm going to knit just the body, like the actual animal. And then I'll go back and knit the clothes if I don't have time. So, everyone has their animal ready for Christmas, and I can gift them. And then just give them clothes later. So... not that big a deal. And then paper bag. But anyways, and then I'm gonna knit Paisley a little yellow sweater for Halloween because they're being ducks. Because I saw this really cute picture of a little girl and a little kid. I don't know if it was boy or girl. But anyways, another little kid in the other side of a wagon with like clear balloons as a bubble bath. And the one was a duck. And I was like, oh, they need to be ducks. So we're going to fill our wagon with clear balloons, and they're going to be ducks. And I found a little tutu and headband for Paisley to be a duck, because I wanted them all to be different, because I was like, being the same duck is boring. So they all have different duck costumes. But, so I'm going to knit her a little flax in this, which is Lions Brand Pound of Love, which is a worsted weight yarn, in the color Honeybee. So, it's just, I'm probably going to modify the flax pattern. So, but this is the yarn that I got for it, and I'll probably use it for something else too because I really like the color yellow. Mm-hmm. So that's what I have. And then
I was gonna say that's not
that.
it.
I meant like the craft store yarn and like the gifts and everything. And then I bought these two. They're not from the same dyer, but this is Blue Barn Fiber in the child colorway. It's supposed to be Baby Yoda. Holden's friend has a 1.5-year-old. Something like that. He's in between Paisley and Mason's age. And they really like
Mandalorian?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I decided I was gonna knit him a sockhead hat and a pair of socks also. And this is their squishy sock, which is an 85 merino and 15 nylon. So.
And what's the brand again?
Blue Barn Fiber.
Blue Barn Fiber.
Yeah. So that's that. Mm-hmm. I don't know when I'll get there, but it will get there. And then I bought this Holly Press Fibers. It's for Christmas socks. It's the Cornish Sleigh Ride. So I'm going to knit me and Holden a pair of matching socks with it. So
it's very pretty.
It's so pretty.
This is 75-25.
Yes. But so he's going to have the green mini and I'm going to have the red mini though for contrast heels, toes, and cuffs. So that's it. That's all I bought. I bought a lot. And I also bought a Clark & fall thing.
Mystery.
Yes.
Skein.
I bought it yesterday though, so it's not here yet. But I'm super excited.
I bought a couple things too, like I said, but they're not here. But, all right. So I think that's it.
That's all I have.
Oh, it's finally starting to feel cool today, right? I haven't gone outside, but you
it
said
felt
that.
so nice out today. Okay, it keeps looking like it's like fall weather. It's lying to us. It was so hot.
Yeah, then you step outside and it's
you could see the trees
muggy.
blowing, and it's so pretty. And you're like, oh, it's gonna be like fall weather outside. No, not at all. And today I was like, it's not fall weather. I doubt it is. And I went outside. I was like, ooh, it is fall weather. I could have worn my sweater. So first time though that I've noticed.
All right, so that's it for now. And like I said, we have show notes in the description box below. And we will be announcing some Zoom meetups, but not yet. Maybe in the next episode we'll announce them. And I guess that's it.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it. All right. All right, so we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.